Hello, StarCraft fans! This is Falcon Paladin coming to you with yet another daily Legacy of the Void upload. It is Sunday, so it's time for a best of 5 between Neeb and Lambo, with Game 1 here on Abyssal Reef, the Ladder Edition. In the bottom right side of the map, we have the blue Zerg player. It is Lambo from the nation of Germany, currently teamless, but has some really amazing victories under his belt in his time. And in the top left side of the map, we have the red Protoss player. It is Neeb, hailing from the United States of America, and Ting is his sponsor and his clan, and I think he's the only person in Ting, so it's kind of weird. I'd really like to see somebody else join him in there, because I bet it's lonely, but that's okay. He's doing just fine without teammates. Let's just say that. Neeb has been on fire recently. We'll see if Neeb, or Lambo rather, can take him down. This is from the round of 16 from WCS Austin 2017. And a ZVP, which again is my favorite matchup, should be a good one for sure. So buckle in, strap up. Let's see, buckle up, strap in. Is that what I meant to say? Buckle in also works. English is weird sometimes. And prepare for amazing high-level StarCraft 2 stuff. Alright, so we do have a little bit of some probe harassment here over in the mineral line of Lambo, just trying to get drones to stay off this mineral patch. Not doing very well as another drone's kind of hitting him in the face. Oh, and he picked up minerals, which means you can't do that trick anymore. You can't mine from a patch if you already have minerals in your mouth. That's how that works. Hatch first into an extractor, into a pool from Lambo, gateway into an expansion from Neeb, and nothing too crazy here. Nobody's going for a DT rush. Nobody's going for fast burrow roaches. Although, you know, I guess that's a possibility. I was going to say maybe a pool first, 6-ling type thing. But yeah, Lambo's just hanging out, just recognizing this is Neeb. Neeb's not really known for being super cheesy. So the odds of him doing a cannon rush or something are just pretty darn low, especially if he's got a probe inside my mineral line trying to harass me. Although, I mean, a cannon rush here would be pretty good against Lambo, just because he's not scouting it at all. I mean, sure, the hatch is now popped, but there could have been time for some pylons and a couple cannons back here before Lambo even knew what was going on, but not in Game 1, perhaps later. That's something that we can see. 22 to 20 Harvesters. Neeb has that lead, has the second base finishing up here in about, it's about 70% done. Adept on the way from Neeb here. Very first unit constructed. Zealots are kind of out of fashion. Unless you're in specific circumstances where Zealots are going to be okay and they're just basically a mineral dump. But here, an Adept is just better than a Zealot in pretty much every way against Zerg. Are they faster? They might be faster. Sonic Transform definitely makes them faster. They're ranged, which is super useful, and they 2-shot lings, which is something that Zealots can't actually do. They 3-shot lings until they get the +1 upgrade. So yes, Adepts are more expensive, right? It's going to be another 25 gas, but that seems to be a bargain based on everything that you get from an Adept versus a Zealot. 4 lings are here at the front door. Queen ready and waiting for this Adepts to come in, getting some quick shots off with the Queen. Again, the importance here is not to kill the Adept with the Queen, but to weaken it to some point. Checks the third base, does see if there's a third base there. Going to come inside the main base for the scout as well, and think about going on the creep and then not go on the creep. But the lings might trap her in here. Get out! You're trapped between 2 queens. Run! Running inside the main base, and Sonic transferring out and does get out of there. Well done. Well done getting out of there. Really hurt. Didn't kill anything. Got some good scouting information off, but that was pretty good micro making that happen. So 1 worker on gas here from Lambo. Does have his third base coming up as well. He's not going to tech up very quickly. Ooh, proxy. Proxy Stargate with an Oracle from Neeb. Down here. Oh, that's what that probe was doing. I was wondering what he was doing down here, then I got distracted. All right, so Oracle coming in. This is a very fast Oracle. Don't have a name, but coming into the natural base goal. There is no static defense here at all. The Queen was out of position as well. Both Queens are here now, but this is a lot of dead drones. How many drones you got? 7 drones. Pretty good there. Pretty good there indeed. Well done, Oracle friend. And static defense, maybe? I guess both Queens are just going to sit here at the natural base. Oh, another Queen just popped out. It would have been ready if this wasn't a proxy. I wonder if Lambo knows this was a proxy. I bet he knows. I bet he does. Yeah, Overlord scouting around saying, I don't see any higher tech here. Ah, the Zerglings! The Zerglings are here, trying to take down this pylon that is powering the Stargate, and Oracle gets out anyway. So both Oracles are out, and there are 2 queens already at the natural base, and depowering the Stargate, and the Lings are going to, well, that didn't actually bother shutting it down. Where are you guys going instead? Oh, they want to shut down this third base of Neeb that he's trying to get up. Here at the traditional third base location, Lings on the way, +1 attack. Being researched as well. The Oracles murdering drones, almost murdering drones here at the third base, but turning themselves into spore crawlers. Did manage to save their lives pretty darn well. Where are you, Zerglings? Why are you coming all the way back here? I guess there are a lot of Adepts coming across for Neeb. How many does he have? He got 4? He's got 4. He's got 4 Adepts. Going to take out this creep tumor. Yeah. And by that I mean just walk right past it. Oh, there we go. They got it. 3 shots on that creep tumor. Queens, Lings are here trying to get right on top of these adepts so they can't do much damage. And you're going to finish that transfer? No, I was going to say that's a bad place. That's a lot of Ling. How many is that? That is 14 Zerglings? No, not going to happen here. Oracles, though, might get some stuff done. Revelation thrown down on the rocks. I think it was probably a misclick or a miss of some kind. Baneling Nest on the way from Lambo. And again, adepts coming into the main base and then just silent transferring out. Just for the scouting information here, Lair on the way from Lambo. Twilight Council and a Forge warping in from Neeb. And what do we got here? We got that's the Forge. We've already seen all this stuff, so we know what's going on. We know what's going on with these players. And the question is, are you just going to be sticking with these adepts? I don't think that's what you want to do, Neeb. Let's just go straight adept for this long. Lambo's done a pretty good job shutting you down, with the exception of losing those drones to the Oracles. It is 49 to 56 Harvesters. Neeb has a lead. Ling's actually knocking down their own rocks here at the front door of the Natural. They're going to get +1 melee here in 8 seconds. That's going to help knock down these rocks. The rocks might actually be gone by the time that happens, though. And actually, no. Nope, there's the +1. Now it should be dying more quickly. Haha, see that? More DPS being used because upgrades are good. Oracle pair swinging back around to this Natural base. Oh, there's a Spore Crawler there. There's a Queen there. I don't know if a Queen's going to be enough. Leading with the one that's not as wounded. Spore Crawler getting shot, just trying to kill drones. Good pull by Lambo, and a Revelation thrown down on everybody. Oh, one of the Oracles does get picked off by the Queen from distance. Nicely done, Queen. But 4 drones killed at 66 to 64. Lambo trying to keep up with Neeb's economy. Taking a 4th base. And an Adept warp-in. Sneaking around towards this 3rd. I think, oh, that Overlord's well placed from Lambo here as well. I really like what Lambo's doing in this game so far. Zerglings are in position because of the great Overlord positioning. Positioning begets positioning. Lings have +1 attack. That's just going to help so much as well. Storm's being researched by Neeb. He's getting charged for his Zealots. He's getting +1 ground weapons, which isn't going to be done, I don't think, by the time this attack happens. Queen, there you go. Free shots on that War Prism, and Ling's down here as well. Actually landing. I don't know about this. Yeah, Neeb picks up and boosts the heck on out of there. Is this Oracle just throwing on? Oh, a Stasis Ward. Threw down a Stasis Ward. Actually slowing down the production of these cocoons. See how they're not slowed down, but stopped entirely. I have to wait for the stasis to wear off before they can pop. You also have these drones that aren't mining. That isn't a really effective Stasis Ward, actually. That was very good. That's not going to show up on the Units Lost tab, but that should count for something. Dropping Adepts here at this 4th base. Ling's a little bit out of position, but they show up in time. And Neeb forced to retreat again. But 4th base is on the way for Neeb. About 40% complete there. He's got Immortals. He's got Sentries. He's morphing in Archons. Power overwhelming. Lurker Den coming in for Lambo as well. Ling's trying to knock down these rocks. And they do. And they do quite efficiently, I'd say. So got High Templar with Storm, got Archons, got Zealots, got Adepts. This is a very anti-Ling composition. And these Lings are going to run headlong into it. Get out of there, Zerglings, run! Oh, they'll run back! So they ran past all the damage and then ran past it again on their way back. It might have been better just to continue onward and maybe try to do something here at the 3rd base, but great positioning of gateways here for Neeb. Not going to allow that. Not going to allow that at all. Zerglings on top of Zealots with, again, which can do with the +1 attack, which means they 2-shot the Lings now. Adept gets left behind by her party, and she's going to die. Warping of Zealots. There we go. Warping of Zealots here at the Natural base of Lambo. Everybody run! Zerglings trying to save it. Are there enough? Are the drones fighting for themselves? No, they're not. They're going back to work, as they should do. And all the Zealots die, but pretty much the whole army comes home. Lambo, did he just like F2 everybody come here now, please? He might have done that. Revelation again. Tossed down on the army. Man, Revelation. Good Revelation usage is something you really only see at the pro levels for some reason. I haven't seen it a lot at the GM or Masters, which is maybe one of the differences between GM and Master. Here we go. Lurkers on the ground. Walking into it, though, is Neeb. He does not care about your Lurkers. Holy cow. Everybody dying, but the Immortals hanging on pretty well. Baneling's going to come in, but Baneling's again against Immortals. Not fantastic. Good force fields. All at the same time. Dang, those Lurkers were falling fast. There were more of them, weren't there? There are 6 dead Lurkers now. 6 dead Lurkers. Immortals, if you're having trouble with Lurkers as Protoss, Immortals are going to be what you want. What you want to do here. Archon working on that +2 done. Storm done. The High Templar are already out. Or they were. Unless they're turning themselves into Archons. What do you get Storm and turn everybody into an Archon? That seems very odd. Very odd. Revelation, oh, on the lurkers. That's such a nice pickup. Such a nice pickup for Neeb. Lambo, just, you can't really burrow them anymore because they're totally visible, even if they're burrowed. Lings run out of this left side. They do have +2 attack. Trying to get here into Neeb's 4th, but pretty much the whole army's there, so they decide it's time to go back home. Or just at least pull back a little bit. You need a 5th base, Lambo. You're going 4-4 against Neeb here. If you could expand at some point, it would be pretty good. Spending his money so well, though. So well. 175 to 166 total supply. Lurkers still visible because Revelation lasts forever. It's like 43 seconds. Forever. Oh, Ling's in here at this 4th base. Photon overcharges up. Cannon's dying. Some probes are dying, but all the Lings are going to have a hard time here. Hold positioning against the probes and then blurp. And then blurp. They're out. So 9 probes died, which makes it 68 to 72 harvesters. Lambo has a lead. He has a lot of lurkers here. And Neeb's army, I don't know if it's big. You know what? Might be. Might be. Guardian Shield is up. Lings, Banelings trying to explode and just weaken this so the lurkers can do their damage. But Neeb just accepting that damage. And then coming in, is that another attack? Another Zealot attack here at the 4th base of Lambo. Got another Zealot attack in the main base of Lambo. Immortals marching into unsupported lurkers, and that's it. A good game, well played out of Lambo. Lambo is defeated, and Neeb is victorious. Yeah, resources lost, 10,000, 11,000 lost for Lambo, and 8 for Neeb. Just efficient, man. Lost those probes, but it didn't really matter when it all came down to it. 11 lurkers died, or 12 lurkers died. Wow. 12 lurkers died, 2 immortals died. Yes, immortals are your answer. 12 kills on that immortal, 8 kills on that one, 4 on that one as well, 9. And that one to wrap it up. So that's game 1. We'll be back with game 2 in this best of 5 series between Neeb and Lambo in just a second. Welcome back to this best of 5 between Neeb and Lambo, everybody. This will be game 2 on Proxima Station, the Ladder Edition. In the top right side of the map, we have the blue Zerg player. It is a Lambo, currently down 0-1, but the series is far from over. And in the bottom left side of the map, we have the red Protoss player. It is Neeb, who just kind of played that, I think, almost perfectly in game 1. The Oracle, the proxy Oracle, follow up into Adept Harass, follow up into Zealot Harass, getting Immortals when he recognized his opponent was going for Lurkers, had a bunch of Archons as well. The positioning was good, the patience was good as well, and he just brought the hammer when it was time to bring the hammer and took the win in game 1. Just beautiful stuff indeed from our Protoss player. What is Lambo going to do differently this time is the question of the day. And I mean, is he going to do anything differently, or is this going to be one of those things where maybe you just try to do a little better, execute a little better, right? Be ready for the Oracle, actually scout for the Oracle, scout for that placement first. He did see if there were any pylons up here in this natural base location before he expanded on the low ground, just in case Neeb was being sneaky, and there wasn't, so that was good. That was a good thing. Expanding down here just to go ahead and start that creep spread out further across the map. It's hard to start your creep spread when your natural is actually behind your main, as it turns out. Spawning pool on the way, just about done. Second Nexus on the way for Neeb as well, just getting started. And Cybernetics Core coming up as soon as Neeb gets that sweet, sweet 150 minerals. There it is. There it is. Such a great animation. Looks like a black hole or something, doesn't it? It's like, we're just going to spawn a little black hole here and bring in a building. Does that sound that okay with everyone? Everyone's like, yeah, that sounds cool. You're Protoss. They trust you. You know what you're doing. It'd be kind of fun if there was a game mode where every, I don't know, like every 15th on average building that you make just explodes or fails in some way, right? So like the spawning pool, instead of turning into a spawning pool, just like blur, explodes and there's broodlings everywhere. Or a gateway tries to warp in and it just fails to warp in and just kind of causes damage to everything around it. That'd be interesting. It'd be a really big introduction of RNG. Like if someone needs to make like an emergency Stargate and the Stargate fails and they just lose, they would be so mad. They would be so mad if that happened. I guess they'd turn it more into a Hearthstone type situation than a StarCraft situation. Ling's moving across the map, just playing defense, trying to see, do we have an Adept? There's an Adept coming out like in game number 1. Really nothing different here from the Neeb. So we're going to go ahead and follow this Adept. I was going to say this dude, but it's actually a girl. Adepts are female. Stargate on the way from Neeb. That's a pretty quick Stargate, too. That is faster than the last one. Overlord positioning by Lambo is pretty great. He's scouting in all sorts of different locations. The Stargate might be scouted here by the Overlord at some point. Queen marching into the natural base like she owns the joint. Sonic transferring on up inside the main base of Lambo, trying to see what she can see, and actually doesn't see anything. Didn't get close enough to any of these to actually scout it out. Actually, did she? Maybe she, when she finished the transfer, she did. Okay, so she kind of did. She kind of did. And Overlord does, in fact, scout the Stargate. So excellent, excellent scouting there so far by Lambo. Really learned his lesson for not scouting that Oracle the first time. Might see it coming this time around. By might, I mean he definitely does, as he moves the Overlord in a position to go away from the Stargate. Nothing can kill him, though. It's only Adepts. There are no Stalkers on the field. Nothing photon overcharge. Actually, not there yet either. Does he not have a Mothership Core yet? No. Neeb is bypassing the Mothership Core for quite a while. We're almost 4 minutes in. He doesn't have one yet. Okay, we'll keep an eye on that. So Overlord really just, you know what, nothing's going to kill me. I'll come back in and scout. Oracle moves out. Phoenix follow up here from Neeb. We do, in fact, have 2 queens here at the third base. We're going to call it third base. Spore Crawlers coming up in the main base and the natural bases. So this should be good. 2 queens should be enough to shove away the Oracle. Really make it not worth it. Hopefully for Lambo, we only get maybe 2 kills here. But there we go. Queen's position. Excellent, excellent. Bam, taking it down. Ugh, all the way down to 0 shields. Well, 6 shields anyway. That makes this so much harder to go in. Do you have to wait? Do you want to wait? I mean, there's a Spore Crawler here in this natural base, and that's not good news either. This Oracle's getting absolutely shut down, and that is what scouting does for you. Scouting for Lambo made this Oracle get shut down. It's a direct cause and effect kind of a thing. Phoenix does kill an Overlord that's been scouting for a while. Is that the same one? That's the same one, I think. Indeed it is. So it's Adepts for Neeb, going for a 3rd Nexus here. Probably could just go for a 4th if you're Lambo. There is not much here for Neeb. He has 5 Adepts and a Phoenix. If he can kill you with that, I don't know what to say. But he's going for a Lair and a Baneling Nest instead. Getting Resonating Glaives is Neeb. And the Oracle's still just trying to come on in here and murder stuff, but has 0 kills thus far, and just kind of feeling bad. Kind of feeling bad for our Oracle. Just wants to murder things, that's all. That's all she wants to do. Swinging on in here with the Adept and their shades. Whoop. Oh, and actually finishing the transfer for what? I mean, where are you going? More Adepts? Waiting for that Resonating Glaives, I think is what they're doing before they go in. Overlord can kind of see most of this, although the Phoenix will kill it post-haste. Bunch of Lings out here. Again, Lings and Queens are pretty much the best thing you want to do here against this Adept-type stuff. Okay, Banelings. Banelings are going to be alright as well. Will they finish in time, though? The Adepts are marching right onto the Creep, killing Creep Tumors. Revelation thrown down. Killing Creep Tumors. That's pretty good. This one's still alive, though. That seems like a bit of an obstacle. Banelings. Oh, shoot. Banelings chasing. Don't finish that. Okay, I was going to say. Oh, the Adepts almost transferred right onto like 5 Banelings. Probably would have wiped him out. So good defense here. Goodbye, Lambo in the early game. Doing pretty darn well for himself. Once again, just trying to scout in and then backing out again. Neeb does not want to commit. Really doesn't want to commit here. Although if the Lings... I don't know. If the Lings can get us around, it might cause a bit of a problem. Going in once again are these Adepts. Creep Tumors being thrown down, and there's the cancel, and then the Creep Tumors get killed, and it's just kind of... We're just ballroom dancing right here. Is what we're doing. Revelation catches a few Lings and a single Queen. Phoenix still trying to kill Overlords. How many do you have? 2 kills on that Phoenix. However, Queen anti-air is nothing to joke about. And almost killed the Overlord, but does get saved. 4th base just about done here for Lambo along the right side. And we do have a Templar Archives warping in from Neeb. Nubitized Carapace. Speed for Overlords on the way as well. Lambo trying to knock down this debris so we can expand at this gold base over here. Taking some time, as he does have the +1 attack, but it's a lot of HP on this particular debris. Oh, coming around the other side to assist. That's good. That is great stuff. Oracle still with 0 kills, saying, can I kill anything at this 4th base? Hooray, I can! Hooray! And everybody forced to be turned into Spore Crawlers. Lest they die. Oh, that's so sad. That is such sad news. Queen waddling over, trying to help here at the 4th off the creep, though, and does manage to make it. There's the cancel. There's the cancel on the Spore Crawlers, getting a small refund. 1 Spore Crawler allowed to finish, as you need 1. Just in case. Adepts dropping back here inside the main base. Lings responding. 2 drones are dead. Queen really wants to kill that Warp Prism, getting some nice shots off on it, bringing it on to 75 out of 80 hit points. Other Queen here for Lambo, protecting the natural base with the exact same setup. With that there Queen. 4th base now coming in for Neeb on the left side, and Storm being researched. Are we Baneling dropping? Oh, we're Baneling dropping out of Lambo. All right. He's got speed for his Banelings. He's going to do something here. Coming around the outside. There's a lot of stuff flying around, though, for Neeb. I just don't see this necessarily working out for Lambo super well. Oh yeah, the Oracle. The Oracle gonna see these drop lords? Sort of. The Oracle going the wrong way, but the Overlords are right behind her, and more Banelings are here. This is gonna be a pretty strong attack from Lambo. I don't know. I mean, it's all Zealots, it's all Templar. Okay, there's a single Archon here, but everything else is really susceptible. Really susceptible to Banelings. So the Lings trying to juice things up. Let's juice things up, soften things up a little bit here. Photon Overcharge is up. Are we going in anyway? Oh, the Stasis Ward catching some of the Banelings. And the Banelings getting stormed all over the place, but taking down the Archons, I think was what they were trying to do, getting on top of the Immortals as well. Baneling Rain coming in with the follow-up. Going to try to see where these little probes are going, but they actually ended up splitting pretty well. And you guys out? Yeah, you guys are out. Lings coming in with Banelings coming into this fourth base at the same time, warping in some Zealots. They all get killed by Banelings, though. Immediately get after those probes. You could do it. How many? +2 is done on the Lings, which just allows Banelings to one-shot probes, is why that's there. Overlords here at the third base just kind of running away. I mean, that's 22 dead probes in the last little minute here, so that was pretty darn effective, I would say. Lings continuing to cascade in here from Lambo. Infestation Pit on the way as well. He's not just stuck on Ling Baneling, that is for sure. +2 Zerglings. Absolutely on fire right here. 65 to 63 Harvesters. Getting a nice surround on these units. Banelings exploding. High Templar dead. Archon's dead. This might be it for Neeb. I don't see how he can hold his pylon. Photon Overcharge, 21 kills, but now it is gone, and that's it. A good game out of Neeb. Yeah, Neeb is defeated, and Lambo is victorious, taking game number 1. Oh, did I give Lambo a 1 there? I did. I didn't even notice that the whole game. Well, we're tied up now. Tied up now, 1-1 in that top right side. Resources lost, 8,600 for the Protoss player and 8,500 for the Zerg. So, pretty even that way. 23 probes did get killed. I mean, Lambo needed to make some nice hits with that attack and kill a lot of probes, and he did. And he did, and it was just too much. +2 Lings with Banelings with Drop Lords. Pretty good timing here, around 8 minutes or so. Immortal's not great in that situation. Archon's better, still not amazing. The Storm was good too, just not enough Storm at the 8-minute mark. So that's it for game number 2. We'll be back with game number 3 in just a second. Welcome back to this best of 5 between Neeb and Lambo. Game number 3 will be on Newkirk Precinct, the Tournament Edition. In the top left side of the map, we have the red Protoss player. It is Neeb. And in the bottom right side of the map, crawling back from 0-1 to tie it up 1-1, it is the blue Zerg player, Lambo. Excellent job there in game 1, or game 2 rather, from Lambo, making a +2 Ling Baneling timing attack with Drop Lords. Just for a little extra emphasis there, and did manage to beat Neeb in under 9 minutes. Under 10 minutes, rather. I think it was 9 something. So that should give him some hope for the series. I mean, Neeb is scary. We're not going to lie. Neeb is a scary Protoss player, but Neeb is capable of doing some pretty good, solid stuff himself. And in StarCraft 2, that just means you're not going to sweep. In most situations here, I mean, if you made it to the round of 16, right? The round of 16 here in WCS Austin, it's going to be really difficult to get a 3-0 sweep against most anybody. I mean, I don't care who you are. Hatch first here, out of Lambo. Going to an extractor and a pool. I will use my predictive powers to tell us exactly what is going to happen here. And it is going to be an extractor. Now, there it is. There it is. Nexus, is that a Nexus first? Nexus first here out of Neeb into a gateway. It's a pretty big ramp here on Newkirk Precinct, but I don't know. I've seen Protoss manage to handle this pretty darn well. Has a first assimilator now coming in as well does Neeb. And a drone moving out. Going to go for a third hatch. Checking. Oh, look at him go. Look at him checking for pylons. Good job. Good job, drone. I know you lost some mining time there, but it is so worth it to not die here in game number 3. 4 drones on the extractor, though. Just kidding. He fixed it. Lambo fixed it very quickly and actually perfectly timed it. So, wow. Perfectly timed it. So now he's on a 2-drone rotation on this mineral field on the right side. That's how you play. That's how these guys get as good as they do, is attention to detail and just making sure every decision that they make is a good one. Which is hard. Which is really hard. Cybernetics core coming in for Neeb here. Got some more probe harass. What are probe? Get out of here. You're getting shot in the face by drones. There's no queens yet. There's no lings yet either, which means you can do this if you want. I mean, a lower player would probably surround the probe with all of the drones and kill it, which does kill the probe, but you lose a lot of mining time as well, which is why you don't see the probes ever make that decision. 2 workers on the second gas for Neeb. I don't know if that's a mistake or not. He's got 3 here and 2 there. I say. Cybernetic score finishing in for Neeb. What's it going to give us? What's it going to give us? I feel like it has pulled a jackpot or a slot machine arm thing there. And it is going to be a very quick Stargate. Again, he likes the Stargate stuff. If I'm Lambo, I just chuck down a Spore Crawler just blind at this point. The first two games we've seen Oracles, and the Spore Crawlers helped immensely in stopping them in Game 2, not so much in Game 1. So if he gets killed by Oracles here because he's not prepared for it, I'm going to be moderately upset. Third base on the way from Lambo to the left of that natural. Do got a Ling scouting in and getting murdered as well by the first Adept to come out. So almost made it in to see that Stargate, but guess what this Overlord's doing? This Overlord is coming in to see the Stargate. Excellent job, Lambo, coming in at 3 minutes. It's time to see what the higher tech will be from the Protoss player, and the answer today is going to be Stargate with a very immediate Oracle with Chrono Boost. He wants this Oracle out quickly. I can't necessarily blame him. Adept's trying to come in and do some things, but there's two Queens. Don't finish the transfer. Doesn't finish the transfer at the last second. Oh, Neeb. Oh, Neeb. So dang close on that one. All right, so the Overlord does scout this. I'm pretty sure Neeb knows. Yeah, Neeb knows this has been scouted. Is he going to finish that thing? He's going to finish that Oracle. He's going to try. He's going to at least force Lambo to respond with something. We do have, yeah, we've got Spore Crawlers coming up in both the first and second bases. The third base is coming in as well. Pop goes the Weasel. And Oracle sneaking on over. I mean, not really sneaking, as got scouted before she ever came out of that Stargate. She ever warped in to the Stargate. Let's see. Let's see how we're going to do. Third base scouted. Free drone kill there. Queen's getting some free shots off, though, at the same time. 3 Queens hitting it. And, I mean, 1 drone kill. Like I said, it's just hard to get much more than that when your opponent knows what's going on. Overlord coming back on in is going to scout the Twilight Council as well here. This is great. See the resonating glaives? I mean, this is pretty much what we saw from game number 1 and 2. Really not much different here from Neeb. So he's maybe going to be the one... to just try to execute differently here. So we do, in fact, have a lot of Adepts coming across the map. Overlord positioning from Lambo is fantastic. Sees exactly what is going on. Sees the third base coming in as well from Lambo. My golly. The scouting is as perfect as you could possibly ever hope to ask for. Queens and Lings are here. Lings do not have attack upgrades. They're working on +1. It's about 50% complete. It will take some time for it to arrive. Killing a drone are these Adepts just trying to be annoying. Lings trying to get that surround action. And there it is. Oracle here to kill Lings too, though. But I think all the Adepts are going to die. Here's the problem. 1, 2, and... oh, 2 of them managed to escape. I think the Oracle was largely to thank for that. And the Oracle still lives. Mind you, 22 hit points, but just about dead. Yeah, Phoenix killing scouting Overlords. All right, the time of you knowing what is happening in this game is over, Lambo. I kill all your Overlords, and now you have to play in the dark. Third base done for Lambo. He should go for... I mean, he knows there's a third on the way from Neeb, and he knows it hasn't been canceled. Is he going to go for a third? He's going for that lair again. Is he going for that +2? Is he just kind of doing a rework? Just possibly doing some kind of a rework here of game number 2. Another attack coming in from Neeb. Revelation thrown down, trying to kill a lot of these creep tumors. Keep that creep spread to a minimum. Are there enough Lings? I don't know if there are. There are actually 10 Adepts here and 15 Lings. No, that is not good. Banelings now coming in. A full evacuation of the third base by these drones. Can they... oh, they sonic transfer up into the madness. I don't know about this, you guys. The Banelings aren't close enough to actually get any hits off here, but they are fast on creep. Can they explode before the Adepts go away? Ugh, some of them do. And 3 Adepts managed to get out. Scouting this fourth base, only 2 drones died. Adepts with resonating glaives. Pretty scary. Not enough, I don't think, to kill this hatchery. Maybe it is. Maybe it is enough to kill this hatchery if left alone. Psionic transfer does. I don't think you had to leave there. I really don't think you did. Now you're just running right into Zerglings. That's bad. Well, that's bad news. +1 Lings against Adepts. Quick death. For sure. Yeah, +2's on the way. Baneling speed on the way. Is he getting those flying upgrades? He's not getting Nubitized Carapace. Does he already have drop? Oh, yeah. No. Wow, quick brain fart there. Drop Lords are just Drop Lords now. You don't research it for all of them at the lair. All right, so speed can be researched, and it has been started. Looks like, yeah, Lambo's looking for a repeat here of game number 2, and I really don't see anything. I mean, there's a lot more sentries. Maybe Neeb is preparing for it a little bit better here. Lings and Banes trying to come in, but Oracle chasing them around. Photon overcharge is up. Third base is pretty well protected. Good wall off with gateways and a pylon here for Neeb here at the third. And more Phoenix annoying stuff here inside the main base. Queen's Spore Crawler is quickly getting rid of it. Hydralisk Den. Okay, so we're switching it up a little bit here. We're going a Hydra Den for Lambo, probably hoping to try to take the Protoss player a little bit by surprise here. Neeb is going for a 4th base up on this top left. Can Lambo either shut it down or just try to win the game now? I mean, it's right around the time that he made his big push in game number 2, but again, he wasn't waiting for Hydras. That's a little different. Hydralisk Den is just now finishing. More Banelings on the way. 7 Banelings coming in. Baneling speed just about finished here. 1 and done. That is completed. 32 Lings. So Lambo immediately makes 32 Lings after his Hydralisk Den is done, which seems weird. Maybe he's just something of a follow-up. He's trying to kill a Phoenix. Trying to kill a hallucinated Phoenix. I don't know. Here it is. Lings and Banes. 8 minutes into the game. Lambo is doing what worked for him in game 2. Got some Overlords. I don't... Oh, there we go. There's the Drop Lords. Okay, there's the Drop Lord. Setting up to come in for some crazy flank here on the 3rd base. Maybe is killing the 4th base enough? If you kill that, you think you win the game? Maybe it is. Zealots are trying to knock down this cooling tower to prevent the Lings from coming in, but they are a little bit too late on that action. Lings running in as fast as they can. Is that +2 done on these guys? That +2 is done on these guys. The beautiful placement of the cannon here, helping immensely. Keeping this base safe temporarily is the army coming up to try to save it. And then the flank from the right side by Lambo saying, you go over that way, Banelings are in your future. 6 probes have been killed. We got Lings going after Zealots, and the Zealots doing pretty well. They have a +1 attack. Pretty nice stuff indeed. The Revelation keeping tabs on Lambo's army here. Some force fields up as well, and Lambo decides to retreat. So 4th base is alive for Neeb. He lost a lot of probes. He lost 8 probes there at 72 to 69, where Lambo has a bit of a lead. No, he just built some things, so never mind. 2 extractors. He has 70. Now, muscular augments on the way. 3 Hydralisks in production. I do like Hydras unless your opponent has a lot of Adepts, in which case you're probably just going to die. Lings up here at the 4th base again versus Zealots again, but Zealots with +1 attack, which means they 2-shot you, man. They go swing, swing, and you dead. It's bad. Unless you can dodge, which you can kind of do. Ugh, or commit suicide. Never mind. Never mind. 6 Templar warping in right now, turning all into Archons. Neeb just wants Archons, man. He has Storm. He keeps researching Storm, but he keeps immediately making all of his High Templar. Okay, he still has 4 into Archons. So, all right, there's the capes. There's the capes. There's the braids. Now the Archons have the +1 attack, working on +2, about 10 seconds away from completing here. 5th base on the way from the Lambo. And what's more Drop Lord action? Yeah, more Drop Lord action. More Baneling Rain action here. Got the Lings, got the Banelings, got a couple Hydralisks. Not many. By a couple Hydralisks, I mean he has 9. He's got 2 with this army, though. Banelings, oh, trying to morph into the wrong place. Ugh, quick massacre of all of those Banelings, which is a terrible, horrible feeling. Single Zealot a little bit too out ahead of the army. This is a lot of Archons, you guys. This is 6 Archons. 6 Archons against Ling Bane. Oh, with the Storm, too. Great Storm action. Banelings trying to explode on top of these units, doing okay with it. Neeb feeling I didn't take fatal damage. Let's keep pushing. Let's keep pushing on this army. Does he have an Observer with him? He has an Oracle. Not enough energy for a Revelation, unfortunately. Some Zealots marching up north. Are they... I mean, they're going to get intercepted and murdered here, obviously. But pulling back home is Neeb. He's going for a 5th base? Yeah, 5th base here to the right of his 4th. 5th base is done for Lambo, and he just... The longer this goes on, the worse I feel about Lambo's chances here. He keeps losing Banelings because he's morphing them right on the front lines, where Neeb can just hit them from distance, and there's not much Lambo can do to stop it. That hurts. Zealot warping here inside the main base. It is the Neeb special. The Zealot warping. Stuff's going to die here, and I think it's just time to go for Lambo. He's not really sending units back to defend this, and he's coming in from the right side. Storms all across the diagonal here. Banelings hitting up essentially nothing before they die. They're trying to get some of these probes, and they do explode on some of them there, but that was a lot of dead stuff. Hydra's pulling back with Lings. It's 148 to 135 total supplies. Zealots still murdering stuff here inside the main base. They have the +2 attack. Lings keep walking in one by one, and the Zealots are just handling them. Hydra's joining the party, though. And that is enough of that. Yeah, the Hydras can make stuff happen with their +1 missile attack, especially pushing up the middle, though, is Neeb. He's got his Archons. He's got his Zealots. He has his Immortals, which, again, are immortal. Haven't died. 6 kills, 12 kills, 9 kills. Immortal. 1 Immortal has died, not living up to his name. Sadly for him. All right, so Neeb pulling back a little bit here. More Archons joining the party, though. How many Archons did he lose? 3? He lost 3, but he's got 5, so it's pretty all right. Working +3 attack is done. 12-minute +3 attack done for Neeb. And he just has the perfect composition. Lambo trying to do some Baneling Rain. Got some more Hydras here. I don't know if Hydra Baneling is what you want with all of these Archons and all these Immortals, but we've had this discussion before. And I don't know what else he really should be doing here. Obviously, the Lurkers aren't the answer. Mutalisks aren't going to be the answer either. Maybe like a Roach or a Roach Ravager thing, a straight Ravager thing. I think might actually be pretty good against what we've got here from Neeb. Crossbows on everything. Nobody does extra damage versus them. They have some pretty good range as well. Zealots just walking into the main base like they own the place, except the bouncers keep trying to throw them out. The army for Neeb is here at the 5th base rather, of Lambo. And again, the Banelings warping on the front door. They might actually finish, though, but the 5th base is toast, so that's a problem. 11 drones killed, 71 to 60. Harvesters lost. We're looking at 11,000 resources lost for Neeb compared to 17,000 for Lambo. Whoa! That is a lot. Lambo trying to sneak up to Neeb while he's trying to go back home, but a big, huge warping of Zealots is here. The Lings are getting stormed into oblivion. Storm all over the Hydralisks as well. More Hydras are joining the party, but they're outnumbered, and that's it. A good game well played out of Lambo. Lambo was defeated, and Neeb was victorious here in game number 3. Let's do this right. Neeb 2. Ta-da! Neeb 2. Lambo 1 in this best of 5, which means Neeb just needs one more game to win this thing. But if Lambo can win game 4, he will force a game 5. Come back with me after these messages for game number 4. Welcome back, StarCraft fans, to this best of 5 between Neeb and Lambo. This is game number 4 here on Belshire Vestige, the Ladder Edition. In the bottom right side of the map, we have the blue Zerg player. It is Lambo. And in the top left side of the map, we have the red Protoss player. It is Neeb. All right, so Neeb versus Lambo here today on Belshire Vestige, the Ladder Edition. And by today, I mean this is the 4th game in a row I have cast of these two players. Again, the situation being Lambo, or German Zerg, needs to win this game to move on. He needs it to force a game 5. Neeb just wins this one and goes on to the round of 8, where he faces yet another incredible StarCraft 2 player. It's a slog. It's a grind. There's really no other way around it. No matter who you beat in the round of 16, you're going to have a bad time in that next round for sure, in round of 8. All right, so Lambo's hatch is done. He went hatch first there. Not super quick. I mean, by done, I mean it's on the way. It's producing here. Lambo, again, he's a little bit late on the extractor. I don't know what his timing is here. He goes extractor on about 16, but 150 minerals instead of getting it as soon as he can, then goes for the pool. I guess maybe the timing works out better. He doesn't have to wait for the pool as long. He has enough gas to go get that speed immediately. I don't know. Definitely some kind of a timing thing. We'll keep an eye on that for sure. Hatch, or Nexus rather, coming in for Neeb. Gateway is already done. Not going for Nexus first. Not going for anything too greedy. Doesn't want to lose to anything stupid here and force a game 5 because he was careless or because he got a little bit too greedy. Is how I would express that one. Probe coming in here. Beep. Bringing back some minerals from the Zerg base, and then going to gather some of those assimilators there. Cybernetics core on the way from Neeb as well, and nobody really planning on doing much here in the first couple minutes of the game. Lambo coming down to start mining from his natural base. There's really not even an adept on the way to murder him at any point. This probe for Neeb is still around, though. This could be one of those other proxy Stargate things that he did in game 1. That was really effective, and this is, I think that's what this is. This isn't a scouting probe, I'm pretty sure. What is his APM right now? Current APM 336. Lambo's up around 3 himself. 319 on average. Yep, there's that speed and there's that double queen on the way. Maybe allows him to get the double queen and the speed and the Lings out better if he waits. Can afford to do it. Oh, throwing down a pylon here where Neeb wants to take a 3rd base. So annoying. Maybe that's what that was. He was just waiting for the 3rd base to be attempted. 2 Lings looks like they can actually just about kill a pylon that is constructing. Neeb does go with the cancel instead of losing all the 100 minerals, gets 75 back. And the Adept coming in. Okay, so it is going to be a Stargate. Neeb just feels like ZVP is the Stargate thing to do. There's really no reason to not go Stargate, I suppose. Overlord positioning, again, pretty good at 3 minutes. Time to go in if you're Lambo. Time to go into the main base, trying to sit over here by the natural base and see what you can see. And again, there's just, Neeb just doesn't make early stalkers or early mothership core. He doesn't have photon overcharge available. He has nothing to stop this overlord from just walking right into his base and seeing exactly what he is up to. 0, and he just doesn't care. It's like, Neeb, this is just kind of the ultimate, you know what, go ahead, scout me, see exactly what's going on. You still can't stop it. Oracle on the way. I've done oracles in every game so far. You've been able to stop them more often than not. Let's see how you do in here in game number 4 here, buddy. Lambo, you got a spore crawler on the way. That's an evolution chamber. Fine. There we go. There's a spore crawler. Excellent job there. Overlords, just, again, I have a nice cordial invitation to stay here inside the Protoss base. No one's shooing me away, so obviously I'm wanted. Which is not true. Which is not true, Overlord. Have some social smarts. What's the word there? Social intelligence? Yeah, social intelligence. Recognize when you're not wanted. And get out. Okay, he's getting out. He is getting out. Phoenix follow-up. Oracle coming on down. And the third base, again, doesn't have really much to kill. Queen's going to join the party here, though. Oracle actually can kill a queen in a straight-up fight. But 2 queens are coming over, and that's not going to be... it's not going to work. Transferring drone kills. Oh, free drone kills because you transferred at the wrong time. Bummer. Bummer for these drones. Another one going to die? Nope. Has to make a lot of them into spore crawlers, though. And there's the cancel. And what'd you get? Another... 5 drone, another transfer? Oh, way too effective. Way too effective. You had no right to be that good, Oracle. 6 kills? 6 kills when Lambo scouted it. I guess that's exactly what it is, man. It's like, Lambo, come on in, see what I'm doing. And you're still going to lose 6 drones at the 4-minute mark because I'm that good. 43 to 46 Harvesters. Lambo has a lead. He had a bigger lead. He did at some point. And Adepts wandering right on in here to the front door, splitting the shades of the natural base and the Adepts here at the third base. More transferring drones getting killed. Is this just bad luck for Lambo, or is Neeb like on top of this? I think he's just kind of on top of it here. Adepts here getting dealt with by 3 queens and some lings here at the third base, but that is more dead drones, you guys. That is 10 drone kills in the first 5 minutes. That's just too good. It is too good, is what it is. Oracle, you still killing things, Oracle? Nah, just have 6 kills. Revelation, maybe? Maybe Revelation? Yeah. Maybe that's what it is. Bathing Nest on the way. Lambo going for what he has gone for here so far. And I like this Adept Oracle situation. If the Adepts get surrounded, the Oracle can clean out the Lings pretty quickly and help a lot. So kind of keeps the Adepts from getting surrounded and killed too quickly, at least here out on the field. And the Oracle gets to get kills, and everybody is pretty darn happy. Phoenix around murdering as many drones overlords as she can find. Third base done here for Neeb. Getting resonating glaives. Lambo working on Banelings. Ooh. Which, if you haven't seen it, have you seen the Banelings, the Nerd Alert video that Husky did? I'm sure you have. It's like the most popular StarCraft 2 song of all time, but maybe you're late to the game. If you search Nerd Alert Banelings on YouTube, that will come up, and it's a parody of a Justin Bieber song, which tells you how old it is. It's good. It's pretty fun stuff. All right, so Lings on top of the Adepts. As I mentioned, the Oracle doing a great job assisting here, but Banelings kill Oracle or Adepts faster. Some of them did manage to get out, but several did get killed, and by several I mean 8. That is 8 dead Adepts. Lings once again trying to do this thing with the Adepts, but Resonating Glaives about 6 seconds from completing. That helps them a lot with their DPS type situations. And where are we at? Fourth base here on the way from Lambo along the left side. Phoenix scouts that extremely nicely. Warp Prism joining the party. I think Neeb's been a fan of the Warp Prism for quite a while. Thus far, Hydralisk Den, a bit of an earlier Hydralisk Den from Lambo. I kind of like that. Kind of like going a little bit earlier with the Hydras before the Storm is out, before the Archons are really out. And by that I mean, is there even a Templar Archives for Neeb? You know what? There's not. I'm going to say that, and that'll be wrong. But no, he doesn't have one. Okay, so maybe you get out here before all that splash damagey stuff is around and you can do better for yourself. But the other problem is that mass Adepts here do extra damage versus light. 22 damage versus light, and Hydralisks, unfortunately, are light. So a bit of a bigger Adept attack here at the 7-minute mark than I think Lambo has seen before in this. So can he hold is the question. This is a lot of Adepts. What is this? This is 27 Adepts? 27 Adepts from Neeb. Is this basically all in? More Banelings come in. Baneling speed is on the way, but it's not done yet. Muscular augments for the Hydras being researched, but here we go. Adepts rolling in the deep here. Going directly after everything. Coming into the third base, killing all the drones that are here. Banelings wiping out a few of the Adepts, but there are still like 20 here. Look how fast they shoot. Whoopah, whoopah, whoopah. Killing the spine crawler, killing this third base entirely. Adepts warping into the main base as well with this Warp Prism's assistance. And somehow this mass adept thing working extremely well. Drones fighting for their lives. But 15 drones have been killed thus far. The third base is going to die to these 4. Oh, the drones transferring back to the third base where there are still adepts, though. No! The drone massacre. 24 have been killed. The queens are trying to do this. The adepts they just don't care. They just don't care. They're walking right into the main base. Hello, boys, they say, and that's it. A good game, well played, good luck out of Lambo. Lambo is defeated, and Neeb is victorious. Neeb takes the 3-1 victory on Lambo in this best of 5. Just, wow, what an absolutely unexpected turn there. He just went Mass Adept. What did he even have? He had an Oracle and a Phoenix. That's it. He went Mass Adept with Resonating Glaives. Didn't even have +1 attack. He just ended up with 30-something Adepts. Ended up killing 39 drones, 86 Lings, 6 Hydras. The Banelings did clear out. I mean, 38 Adepts did die. That's a lot of dead stuff. He just had more. It's like a Ling attack. You'll lose Lings, but the ones who are alive are still pretty damaging. So we're looking at 7,500 resources lost for the Zerg player compared to 49 for Neeb. So it was efficient. It was efficient, and killing 30 drones at the 8-minute mark is going to do pretty well for you too. So that's it for this series. Well done to Neeb. Congratulations to him. He does move on to the round of 8 in WCS Austin. Lambo unfortunately has to go home, but he had a pretty good showing today. And that's going to be it from me. So this has been Falcon Paladin coming to you with yet another daily Legacy of the Void upload. Go ahead and hit that like button. Hit that subscribe if you like what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, and Patreon, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.